Hello Sagittarius, thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. There is a website for Chris Ann to the back here. chrisann.com if it focuses right above there. Feel free to freeze frame if you'd like to for any of that information. Support of Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. Website for Colette is ColetteBaronReed.com. There's a couple more at the bottom there, so feel free to freeze frame and use any of that information you would like, if you would like to. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? Actually, this first card I think is going to be really good for you because the first impression I got was pulling away of the blindfold. Pulling away of the blindfold. There's a rush energy going on here. Rush. It's not good. Sagittarius moves quickly. You get things done. You do stay active, yes. But there's I feel like we're rushing so fast. Somebody seems to be pushing you forward. Somebody's rushing you. They've got the Lady of the Lightning here, which can be like the Tower card, the Shadow Force, or the Shadow Queen. The Shadow Queen, and the Three of Pentacles. All of this together, like that. I think that Lady of the Lightning is coming in a little bit after. They're pushing you forward. They're trying to keep you going fast so you can't see something. Like the energy, it's too fast. It's too fast. This isn't good. But this is where we have to pull away the blindfold. You're starting out with the Two of Swords, but I'm getting you're blocked from seeing what's actually going away. We have to pull away that blindfold. We got to slow things down. You're still moving forward, and it's with the Three of Wands. You are definitely moving forward, but we got to kind of move forward on your terms. Yes, we're going to keep moving. Yes, we're going to keep getting things done. But we got to do this more in a way that works for you. We got to slow this down so that you can pay attention to what you're doing. Not in such a frenzied rush that we're just moving just to move. I feel like Sagittarius does enjoy getting things done fairly quickly, but not to the point where you're like, I don't even remember what I did. So if you're able to pull away this blindfold, it does seem to upset the apple cart. We're starting to see the control. That's the first thing you're going to notice. This is a control thing. This is not good. Somebody's getting what they want out of me because they're moving me forward so quickly that I can't see that this isn't right. That's not right. That this isn't how this is supposed to be done. For some of you, I feel like this has happened to Sagittarius a few times. You get so much done, but then you don't get the appropriate compensation for it because it's just it gets lost in the ether. You're like, well, I think I worked double time on that one. Well, you didn't mark it, so we don't know. I mean, if you can't prove it, we can't do anything about it. And it's just kind of that's not right. You did all this work and now you're not getting compensated correctly. It's something like that. For some of you, they just might be trying to move you forward so fast so you just can't say that that's not right, or this isn't how that works, or this is not where that's supposed to be headed. The energy is really when you slow down, they're going to keep pressuring you to keep going. They're going to keep pressuring you to keep going faster. They're going to keep pressuring you to not look at things. You don't have time to look at things, Sag. Keep moving. No, Sag. You don't have time for that. They don't want you to slow down because they will lose control. If they can keep you where they have you, they can keep control over you. These cards are neither good nor bad, but this is coming up in this is what they're trying to do. They can keep control by keeping you confused. That's what I'm getting. They know what's going on. They have stability and control while you don't know what's going on. While you're kind of I don't even remember what I did 5 minutes ago. What just happened? It's the energy is just swirling too fast. When you can't remember what you've been doing, I don't think that's good. Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to have to recalibrate this situation and make the situation give to you just as much as you're giving to it. Six of Pentacles is balance. it's not just about generosity. It's about receiving that generosity, not just giving the generosity, but receiving the generosity. We're going to have to slow this down and rebalance it. You're willing to give, and you're willing to do, but it needs to give back. If it doesn't, this isn't really good for anybody. Clearly you, but not anybody else either. It's not. This is like when something's so unbalanced, like if you put all the weight at the back of the boat, it's going to kind of, it's going to kind of like start taking on water because there's too much weight on one side, and then plunk, it's going to sink. This isn't good. We got to evenly distribute the weight so that everything can hold the way it's supposed to. Too much weight in one spot, even in the middle, I feel like that doesn't work right, but I don't remember why. So there's this pause. Like literally, I just did it. There's this pause. You might have to step back and just not do anything for like 5 minutes to like really think about, whoa, what's happening? I think literally some of you might benefit from the pen and paper method, which I call the pen and paper method. Literally get out a sheet of paper and write down what you've been doing and what you expect to do next, and then just like really like start to realize, wait a minute, this isn't right. I did more than that between these two things. What else did I do? You might have to literally write it down to realize, well, I remember these 3 things, but I know I did a lot more than those 3 things. What else did I do? And trying to track back and like literally just take, even if it takes an hour, put the effort in to find out what you've been doing and track what you've been doing. Because there's something here that's really slipping through the cracks, and people are keeping you so busy you're not seeing it. Because when the Six of Pentacles comes in, it matches up with the Six of Cups later. I feel like it's saying, like, when you start realizing everything you've been doing and how it's not been balancing out, that's where that Lady of the Lightning comes in, like, oh no, that's not right. Hold on, hold the press. We're not doing this. This isn't working. This isn't right. This is definitely not right. And I see that this is wrong now. You're then going to have to, I know you're very active, but you might be active in holding the situation together, kind of like, wait, nope, we're going to put it back in line. We're going to put where it's supposed to be. This is way out of order. And the way you might start reforming that is to be just to put your role back in order, kind of like, I'm not going to run crazy around here anymore. I'm not going to do this that way. I'm not going to do that way. I'm going to go back to the way they're supposed to be done, and I'm going to start putting it back where it's supposed to be. I'm going to do my role correctly the way it was intended to be done, and I'm going to put these things where they're supposed to be, where they were intended to be. So we're going to start reforming this. First, I'm going to start reforming this by correcting my role, because people have been having me run all over the place, and that's not right. That might be the first step, kind of like, I know that this is going way too fast. I know I'm doing way too much. I'm going to dial it back to where it naturally should be, and I'm going to put these things where they were supposed to be to begin with. We're not going to do, like, it's kind of like, when you're running through the house and you're like, I don't have time to clean that up, so I'm just going to open this up and throw this stuff over there, and I'm just going to, put this stuff together and grab these things, and you're not putting things away, where it's like taking stuff out of the dresser but not closing the drawer. And like, I took 3 pairs of pants out. I'm clearly only going to wear one, but I don't have time to put it back, so I'm just going to leave them on the counter. So I'm going to go into this next situation. I'm going to brush my teeth, and I'm going to get the toothpaste out, but I'm not going to put it away. And I opened this door to get this out of this cupboard, but I didn't have time to shut the cupboard, so that's left open. It's like, it's crazy stuff like that. It's kind of like, wait, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to just do things in the right order. I'm going to put things back away where they're supposed to go if you don't choose them. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to put that where there. And you're going to find a lot of things that weren't done right because of it. This is, again, you pulling off the blindfold. Like, this can't work this way. This doesn't work this way. This isn't right. There's a weird energy coming in. It's harsh, but not for you. This energy is compatible for you. When you slow it down and start doing it the right way, somebody notices really fast. And what they notice is like everything is not so crazy anymore and starting to make sense is what they're noticing. Like, it was a madhouse for the longest time, but when you start doing it correctly and slowing down and like, we're going to take our time and do it the right way, you keep busy, you keep getting things done, but you're like, a lot of this is just nuts. So you put it back to where it's supposed to go. Somebody notices that the Emperor can be quite harsh, is very strong typically, and can be very verbal against people who screw things up. They don't like it when people just do things just to avoid problems. They don't. That's a version of a lie. Just like we're just pretending it's not happening. We're just not dealing with it, and that's like avoiding it. It's like almost like omission of the truth is still a lie. If that makes sense. Just not by not saying something is wrong. You're still knowing that that's going to affect that situation. By not saying it's still a lie. It's kind of like that's how this person would view that. You're kind of bringing forward the truth. They value the truth. They're going to move forward and start cleaning up the rest of this stuff. If you don't have the strength to do it, or you don't have the authority to do it, maybe, this other person does, and they're going to start cleaning house, but you're going to be on their good side because you're correcting it and you're showing them something that's wrong. You're giving them the ability to correct it now that they can see it. That's that Lady of the Lightning coming in again. She keeps popping up. Very powerful, but it's like multiple lightning strikes is what I keep getting. Things are going to be sorted out. I don't think it's going to be very rough for you. You seem to be stabilizing. The more you do this, the more you stabilize, the better it is. Things will work out. The Ten of Cups returns. The Wise Woman of Wonderland is integrity. I'm seeing they're very strong. Things are not going to look right at first. Things are going to look very crazy. But people are going to get along better. And if somebody's trying to hide something, they're going to fail at that. There may be people who are very happy that that person is getting blown in, or that they have to pay their just desserts, or whatever you want to call it. Pay their due diligence, whatever you want to say. I would just stay out of it. The Emperor might get a little bit brutal, but I would just stay away from it. I would just stay away from it. I don't feel like that's your thing. I would just stay away from it. Because everybody will get back along and will get along again. If this is a work thing, there might be a role change. I don't know. I would just stay away from it. If something seems like it's getting a little bit hairy, scary, unless you have to be involved with it, I would go do something else. Acknowledge it to the point you have to if you have to, but then be like, I have some things I need to do. Is it okay if I go do that? Yes, you may. Go ahead. Only deal with it to the point where you must. And when you're like, I have other things I have to do. Can I go do that and come back later? Or you're all set with me? They'll probably be like, we'll let you know if we need you again, but go ahead, do what you got to do. The energy is going to get very good for you. If other people are going through an issue or hard time because of this, because they made certain choices, that's for them to sort out. Let them sort it out themselves. Are we good? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.